Welcome back to Big Lou's Reactions. Today, I have a pretty interesting video. Well, it's interesting to me. I have a construction background and I have been involved in the creation of several roadway projects. So I'm very familiar with the construction and the anatomy of a roadway. So here I have a street in Cambodia, and by the way, this video had no description. I had to use AI and provide AI with screenshots and then give it clues and stuff, and all I was able to find out is that this is in Cambodia. In Cambodia, this is how they are repairing roadways. So granted, I know this is a third world country, so they're not going to have cutting edge technology, resources, money, yada yada. I get that part. And this reaction today is not to bash what they're doing out there in Cambodia, but I just want to shed a little light on how good we actually have it here in America. So let's get right to it. As you can see, this roadway, before they began pushing this material, it's wet. It's soaking wet, and they have stores. Look at the guy just standing there. Look, he's in sandals. Didn't care. There is no maintenance of traffic here. There's no detour, there's no cones, there's no signs that say road closed. These guys are working with traffic, still with the job site still open to traffic. And as you can see here, they have quite a few dump trucks. And these dump trucks, they look legit in a sense where they look like they are used. You know, they're not brand spanking new, you know, so maybe these things go through a lot. And I gotta tell you, these things almost look like minivans. They almost look like minivans, I tell you. These are some real small powered dump trucks. If I had to guess, maybe on some 4-cylinder diesel turbo stuff, perhaps. Look at this vehicle just going right by. The road is not closed. The ground is soaking wet. The ground is soaking wet, and these guys are going to place this material on top of it. And by the way, the material appears to be gravel. So, you know, gravel is very vague in my opinion, because there really is no specific size rock in gravel. Typically, it is small range size rocks. What, 1/4 inches to maybe 2 or 3 inches could be considered gravel. I mean, you know, you have 57 stone, and that also could be considered gravel. If it's mixed in there, it could be gravel. Look at the kid on the left. He's just sitting there on the sidewalk, we're gonna call it, and just eating food. People driving by again. Dump trucks getting ready to dump. Look at all the water in front of that establishment. These guys are open with water, right? Look at that scooter just so close to the dump truck. So dangerous when this dump truck is raising its bed. Yeah. You know, it's quite amazing how these guys are getting it done. I mean, you know, something is better than nothing. He didn't bang the tailgate. I guess that must be an American thing where they bang the tailgate right after they unload. One of the most annoying things, I swear. I get why sometimes it's useful to do it, but most of the times, these dump truck drivers are being very extra with the banging of the gate. They do that because they don't want to get out and clean their tail. You're supposed to get out there and brush some debris off and stuff before you take off. So you have a worker here on the left. There's a vehicle trying to get by. He has not even made eye contact with that vehicle. The vehicle is just moving up. Like, it's not even stopping. You got guys on the scooters. They're right next. They're just right there. Look at all the water everywhere. You got people standing right by the water. Look to the right. You got this older man. Look at the dozer. The dozer is pushing the gravel on top, right? Mind you, this dozer has no flashing beacon. Like, there are no strobe lights to let traffic know, hey, there's work going on here. Be careful, slow down, watch out. Nothing like that. Traffic is just going right by. It's always so satisfying to see a dozer just working its magic. You know how powerful those machines are. So that guy that's standing there towards the left, it looks like he's controlling the drone. So maybe that's why he's standing there. But look at this guy. He's the worker. He's directing traffic. This is amazing. He has a class 2 vest on. Okay. It has a little bit of some visibility strips on that. These guys really did not prepare this area for this kind of work. You got the water all over the place. You have traffic coming and going. Perhaps this operation could have been done at nighttime, in my opinion. And look at the establishments that are connecting to the road. A lot of this is chipped and broken away. You got people on their motorcycles. They want to get by. They're waiting. Let me tell you something. I'm a motorcycle rider, and gravel is a motorcycle rider's worst enemy. This is too much. Look at this. Look at this. Look, this guy, he has a mask on. So I would say this video is not older than 2020, 2021. They're all pointing up. Like, there really is nothing else to do. Like, raise the bed all the way. Let it go. What are you doing? Raise the bed, man. Look at this guy. Just let it out. I mean, then again, these dump trucks are pretty small. I don't know if there's, some restriction on what they can get away with. In America, we raise the beds all the way, and we haul ass, and we let it go, and we bang the gates, and everyone hates it, but we still bang the gates. Look at all these kids. They're like, yay, you're gonna fix the road. Look at all that water. You look at all the, oh my God, look at the garbage on the left. They're not even picking up the garbage? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know about this. Look at all the water, number one. As an inspector, I would have shut this down. I would have said, you and you, get out of here. You are not finishing this work. This is not what the state paid for, the federal government paid for. We want some real deal Holyfield quality. And already you can see that their final product, I mean, let's see what's going to happen. All this water is still there. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to be in the material. So if I were them, I would just push this material everywhere and I would let it sit for a few days before you do anything else. And as you can see, the gravel, look at the concrete that's from the establishment, from the businesses. Look how it's chipped away. This work called for some saw cutting. You know, cut a nice straight line across that sidewalk to make it nice and straight, so that you can connect your new road. You're gonna place some gravel. And where's the roller? I don't even see a roller anywhere. These machines that compact material like dirt and rock. Everything is loose right now. These motorcycle riders are just driving over some real loose gravel. I mean, in America, a little bit of sand and these guys fall off. So these guys are some real good riders. Look at the trash. He's pushing gravel right next to the guy is pushing the gravel right by the trash. He's not getting out. He's not going to pick up the trash, or at least put it somewhere else. He's gonna work around the trash. The people that live on this street, you can't help out and just pick up the trash, man. This is your place. More trash right here. Look at all this water, my gosh. This guy picked the wrong day to do this. You should have waited for this place to be dry. Look at the trash right there. Amazing. Look at all this debris. He's pushing the gravel all over that. And look, see those pipes? Those pipes look like they were taking water from there and putting it somewhere else, like a drainage. Oh my gosh, guys, hold up. Look at the right. Look towards the right of this dozer. Is that an inlet? For those of you that might not know, an inlet is a structure that collects water to transport the water somewhere else. And that inlet is right there. I can't imagine their stormwater system, how it looks. I mean, look at this road. It's like brown and clay. All of that water went down that storm system into what body of water? The pollution is crazy. There's trash in front of that inlet too. This dozer operator, I mean, I really don't know how much he's getting paid for this. I don't know if this is volunteer work. This video gave me zero context on what's happening here. All I know is that they're pushing material to make a new road, or they're using this material as their base. I'm assuming because they're going to place asphalt. Look at the guy on the moped. This guy's got to move. Look at the vehicles. They're not shutting traffic down or nothing. No safety vests, no devices, no cones, no barrels. Hey, men working, or road slippery, or uneven roads. No sign, no nothing. You got two cars fighting each other right now. One of them is driving a luxury vehicle, so maybe he thinks, hey, I'm in a luxury vehicle, let me go first. That's probably a very rare vehicle to see in Cambodia. I mean, in America, we see that often, even though those vehicles don't even come from here. They're from Japan, I think. I think Lexus is from Japan. So it's still foreign in Cambodia too. But look, that's another inlet on the right. There's no protection on that inlet. They don't care what goes in there. The trash right in front of the inlet, it's not being picked up. Vehicles are driving by, creating ruts. Look at the worker on the left. Look at the worker on the left. He's on his phone. He's on his phone, guys. He doesn't even have his safety vest buttoned up. He has it open like a jacket. He's on his phone. He has his mask. He's not directing traffic. He's not telling people stop, hold on, keep going, nothing. The traffic is wide open. Granted, it is quite satisfying to see this gravel. Whoa, whoa, look at this guy. You saw that guy on the moped? The gravel looks better than that sandy, clay, disgusting thing they had before. The problem with this is that if you're going to try to put asphalt on top of this and this is wet, I mean, I know people can put asphalt on anything, but you want it to last a long time. Look, he put the gravel over the trash. No way he just did that. He said, F it, the trash is part of the road now. That's amazing. He has zero tolerance for foolery. Look at all the kids looking. People on the bike again. They just trying to haul ass. Where's the helper? We got more dump trucks dumping. Let's see how this guy does it. He's not revving his engine. What is the other guy doing? He's like, hey, yeah, keep going. Dump. You don't need someone to tell you. All you need is a spotter to tell you where to back up to. After that, there really is not much direction you need to be giving when a dump truck driver is dumping material. Just let him know where he needs to go. Spot him if he's really close to other things. And after that, you give him the go ahead and, raise it up, and that's it. The helper here is nowhere to be found. No one's directing traffic. There's no such thing as a lawsuit here. There is no liability issues here. If you go through here and hurt yourself, no one's gonna pay for that. You should have known better. I kind of like that, a little common sense, right? You see a construction job happening, you avoid that area. In America, when there's a construction job happening, everyone goes to that area. And then when they get to that area, they're upset. Hey, what's going on here? You close this road on us? What the heck? This is absolutely amazing. These guys have done zero cleanup. They're just pushing the gravel over anything. Litter, garbage, debris. Look at the worker on the right. He seems to be combing the gravel to try to level it with what he has going on there. It just appears these guys are gonna block that inlet. You need more inlets functioning. That's probably why you have a flooding problem here. It's clear that there's a flooding problem here with all the standing water they had. I'm telling you guys, being an inspector for almost a decade, this is like, wow. I'm kind of thinking like, you know what, if this is considered emergency work, then fine. But this is not emergency work. This is most likely planned work. They planned to do this, and they didn't plan it well. They didn't plan it well. Look at the kid, he's eating a snack because he's working hard and it's lunchtime for him. Oh man, this Dozarker is getting 0 Fs. He's pushing that crap wherever he wants. This is a lazy way to fix it, because even there's some things that they could have done that doesn't cost money. You could have picked up the trash, for example. There is not a need to add an extra expense for the trash. You tell the business owners, pick up your trash, and that's it. We got work going on here. What are you doing? Why are you just doing nothing? These people are happy though, because you know what? This is still way better than what they had going on. I gotta tell you, what they had going. Look at that, what they had going on before. Look at that material. Probably very slippery when wet. Oh my God! Look at all this water coming out. Yeah, the traffic is getting me, man. You don't even know when the traffic is out of control. If the traffic can be controlled in America, your job cannot continue. Your job needs to stop until you control traffic. If you can never get a grip on traffic, then work needs to stop, and there needs to be another pre-construction meeting, or we need to figure out what we're going to do next, because you can't be operating like this with cars just going wherever they want to go. Guys, look at the helper. He's on his bike now. He's wearing the safety vest. He has the hat on, but now he's doing his job from the bike. Cambodia. Construction road. This is roadway construction in Cambodia. That guy on the bike, he's either a helper, a foreman, a superintendent. He might even be an inspector. Yeah. The dozer operator is just a dozer operator. I mean, he could be more, but he's looking like he's just getting paid to operate the dozer, and all the extra stuff, he doesn't care about it. These guys didn't put their trash out, he doesn't care. The vehicle's going up and down, he doesn't care. He's just gonna push this gravel. He's gonna, look how thin he's spreading this gravel. My God, bro, you don't got no more gravel, man. This is amazing. Look at the bicyclist or the motorist. All the kids are like, yay! Again, oh my God, look at all that water, guys. Look at everybody so close to the water. That water is probably disgusting. This is not how you repair the road. This is just a temporary fix. This might give you a good 3 months. Look, that's the barber shop. You saw that? That's a barber shop. Look at the kid barefooted, walking on those rocks. It could feel good though to walk on some rocks barefooted from time to time. I bet it feels good. Could be a little painful, but I bet it could be a little pleasing depending on if you control how much you walk on it. Look at that inlet on the left. Look at the trash around the inlet. Man. The kids are around the trash. The businesses are open. I wonder how long the businesses complained about this road before they came to do something about it. The inlet again is getting me. The inlet is getting me. You know, a lot of in America, the Department of Transportation actually funds. Hold up. No way. There's an inlet on the left. In that inlet, you can see there's a hose inside of that inlet. Then you can see the hose is running from the inlet going left. That means there's a business owner that's draining we don't know what into that inlet. These inlets are supposed to be designed to take rainwater. That is the only type of water. You're supposed to take rainwater, and if these guys have a for real pipe system, the rainwater is supposed to travel to a larger body of water where it can handle an influx of volume in case it rains. But you're not supposed to be just draining whatever you want there. That's amazing to me. That poor inlet, I tell you. This road needs a for real reconstruction. You know, I'm not really too good with bidding, but maybe they could have used the existing material that's on the ground already. But the concrete that's in the businesses, those need to be fixed. Saw cut, broken, and re-poured. Because look, they have a concrete issue. All the concrete is brittle everywhere. Most likely because it was being undermined by the rainwater. Look at this motor grader. Holy moly. This thing looks like a grasshopper. This guy has cut up jeans on. No safety vest, no personal protection equipment. I mean, you know, these could be volunteers. We don't know the context of this. But he's using the motor grader to move these larger piles. Usually, these motor graders are better suited for like fine-tuning grade. I kind of don't consider this equipment as just an in general material pusher. You should just get a dozer for that, or a skid steer, or even a front end loader. But these motor graders, and look, it looks like it has the GPS antennas on them. I'm not sure if those are antennas or something else, but this is usually used for more fine-tuning cuts. But maybe there is a lack of resources to get these jobs done. Look at all the water. Look at all the traffic. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Guys, we have it good in America. We really do. Using the motor grader, I mean, it's gonna get the job done, that's for sure. Eventually, when it spreads everything a little more evenly, it'll do things more accurately too. But it's big, it's bulky, and it's doing what it's doing it. Man, it sucks to walk through that. You can never have a nice pair of shoes, you know. That's probably why I see a lot of people just wearing sandals. It's probably easier to just take the sandal off, rinse your feet, keep it pushing. Look at all of these bike riders. Some of them look nice. Like, look at this guy on the right. His bike looks nice. That's a real head turner over there. Oh, look at those kids. What is that? Is that like a three-wheeled taxi? Looks like somebody was sitting in the back. Oh, look at this Toyota. What is this? What car was that? What truck was that? Let me know. Let me know if you got. Amazing, absolutely amazing. He needs more. He needs more material. Look at this. Is this another? Oh, this is a. Is this the same barbershop? This must be a different barbershop towards the left. Look at those guys. I bet you like getting your toes done is not real big over here because your feet is always getting dirty. No one's paying attention to your feet. You might not want to draw attention to your feet. Komatsu, that's the name of the equipment. He has things on top of his little trunk there where the blade is. Oh, so he has the dozer back there, so I guess he must have swapped into this. To each his own. You know, as an inspector, you never really can control the means and method to how the contractor wants to get a job done. You could only control if a specific action will definitely hinder the final product. You have to know that if a contractor is doing something a certain way, if he continues on that path, the final product is at risk. You have to know if that will happen. Aside from that, if these guys want to push dirt, doing a handstand the whole time, they can. If they want to push dirt, blindfolded, maybe I could step in if they could demonstrate that they can do it blindfolded, I'll let them. Look at the vehicles trying to get by, man. This operation probably should have been done at night. It probably would have worked faster. But then again, maybe at nighttime you don't know if this is a nightlife area. You never know. Sometimes the places where it looks the most damaged is a place where it's the most lively at night. People come out at night and they hang out. They don't care about the damaged road, the mud, the water, the broken concrete, the trash. They're just mingling with people. This machine really does remind me of a grasshopper when I look at it. I'm just thinking of a grasshopper or a cricket or maybe a grasshopper, or maybe a cricket, one of those two insects. Everyone's just standing by. Look at the little kid. Ladies and gentlemen, they have a roller. Look at that roller parked back there. And that's a pretty big roller. That roller can, I'm happy to see that roller actually. It gives me a little bit of hope. Like, you know what, maybe this could be a decent product at the end. Because when you're trying to compact rocks and this type of material, you need something a little heavy for roadway purposes. Now, if you're doing something on your driveway, you probably don't need a big roller like that. But this is a street, a public street. It looks like there's a bus stop there, bus stop number 40. So that big roller is going to definitely compact this very well. But they pushed this gravel over water, and I could see water rising in some ruts. These guys might have made a big mistake by doing that. You just need more gravel if you're trying to get out of water. You know? Huge mistake. Guys, I just wanted to show you this real quick so that you can see how good we have it in America. This is in Cambodia. This is how they're fixing roads. If I had to guess how much money US this operation is costing them, I would definitely say under 10 grand. Under 10 grand. And on a regular basis, we see $1 million projects on roads that weren't even that bad. So think about that for a moment. Guys, once again, thanks for passing by. I'm keeping the content going. I'm reacting to to a bunch of different videos. I'm just looking for things that I'm interested in. Not trying to be an educational channel talking about construction only. I will be throwing construction videos out there because I do have a strong background in construction. But for the most part, I just want to react to day-to-day things that we see. I want to give you guys my perspective. I personally feel that I'm a very good teacher. And so I like to just teach the world my perspective on things. I think my perspective is a pretty good perspective, and I also think it's quite unique. Thanks for passing by again. Again, my name is Big Lou. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.